I hope you have done the assignment. Let me show you the solution for that assignment. First, let me design the screen. I will take root element as vertical linear layout because these elements are positioned vertically one below each other. You can observe one below each other. Again, in this vertical linear layout, first element is a single element. So I will take first element as edit text box. Second element, that is second row, contains 3 elements. So I should take one layout as a second element. What type of layout it should be? Since these elements are positioned side by side horizontally to each other, so I should take horizontal linear layout as the second element, and the third element I will take as a list view. So vertical linear layout, root element, edit text box, horizontal linear layout with 3 buttons and one list view. I have taken root element as linear layout whose orientation is vertical. In fact, you can also drag and drop. Rather than typing manually, you can also use drag and drop UI control. So let me open design perspective. You can observe the root element is vertical linear layout. First, let me take edit text box. I will minimize widgets. I will go to text fields. I will take one plain text, and you can also give hint properties here. In this UI control, I will search for hint. I will give hint as enter city name. Then second element should be a horizontal linear layout, which you can find here. Drag and drop horizontal linear layout here, and within this horizontal linear layout you can drag and drop 3 buttons. Let me open widgets. First button, you can observe this button is not positioned within linear layout, so I can drag and drop here. So this button is automatically coming inside the linear layout. Sometimes when you drag and drop, it won't be positioned correctly. In that case, you can drag and drop here also. Now let me take one more button and one more button. You can observe 3 buttons in the horizontal linear layout. Now below this, I will take one list view, minimize this. In the containers, you can find list view, drag and drop. So total in the vertical linear layout, first row edit text box, second row horizontal linear layout with 3 buttons, third row a list view. Now you can change the text. First button text is add, second button text is edit and search. Anyway, alignment is not so important for me. If you want to align it correctly without wasting empty space, what you have to do? You have to apply weights 1:1:1. Anyway, you can do that later also. That is not very important for me in this assignment. Before proceeding further with Java code, first of all check the IDs of all elements. The ID of first edit text is edit text. First button is button, second button, button 2, button 3 and a list view. Now let me open Java file. I don't have to explain. First let me finish off preliminary steps. That is declaring all variables. Step 2, initializing all variables. Step 3, establish links between array list to adapter and adapter to destination. That is these links. And finally step 4, keep all button click listeners ready. And finally within the button click listener, we will write the logic. Now let me follow those steps. Now observe carefully how I am typing the code. 1 is over. Step 2, initialize all variables. By using find view by id methods if it is visible component, else use new operator for invisible components. Whenever error comes, use alt enter, it will show intelligence window. Then you can take help suggested by Android Studio. As a experienced programmer, I can use copy paste, but as a entry level programmer, you should not copy paste like this. You should type manually. When you are doing copy paste, there is a possibility that you will make mistakes. But since I am experienced programmer, I can do copy paste. Now, with this, I have initialized all visible components. Now let me initialize invisible components. Array list is over. Now array adapter. Array adapter takes 3 parameters. This comma android.r.layout.simple list item 1, and last parameter is link between array list and array adapter. You have to supply array list name, that is AL. With this, one link is over, that is link between array list and array adapter, that is this link, array list and array adapter. Now we have to establish this link by using listview.setAdapter AA. AA is our array adapter name. Now links are over. We know that this piece of code is establishing link between array list, that is source, and array adapter. Similarly, this piece of code is establishing link between array adapter and list view, that is destination. Same thing I have documented here also. Now let me write all button click listeners. Now let me keep all button click listeners ready as step 4. b1.setOnClickListener. Similarly, I will paste here and I will modify b2.setOnClickListener. As I told you already, as a entry level programmer, you should not do this copy paste, because after pasting many times you may forget to remove this b1 and replace with b3. If you don't do this, you will get unexpected outputs. You will end up in getting unexpected outputs. Now let me write the logic. Button 1 is for adding, button 2 is for editing. Similarly, button 3 is for searching. Apart from that, we need long click listener on list view to delete particular element from list view. So let me write list view dot set on item long click listener, new on item long click listener, press enter. Here we have to delete element. Now let us write the code one by one. This is how you should write code even when you are doing the assignment. First step, design the screen. Step 2, next step, declare all required variables. Next step, initialize all variables. Then establish all links. Then keep all click listeners ready, that is event listeners ready. Then only start writing the code. Now for adding, since we already know this logic, I am not going to explain too much about this. Read element from edit text, add to array list, and notify adapter, and clean edit text. That is a logic for adding. Now first let me write logic for searching. Now for searching, we know that user will enter a city name and click search button. So first we have to read the element from edit text box. Like this, and now we have to search this item in the array list. As I told you already, for searching we should use index of method. In place of Bhopal, we don't know which city user want to search. That city user will enter here. Same city we are reading into item. So in place of Bhopal, we will pass item into position equal to array list dot index of item. Now we will put a condition. If position is equal to -1, that means that city is not available. So we will display a toast message, that is second one, to user saying entered city is not available. Else we will display city is available at position POS. So we will display item. Item means the city name is at plus position. But remember, generally positions will start from 0. As a programmer, you know it and I know it. But for user, this is not considered as 0th position. This is first position. So we should not display position as it is. We should display position plus 1. I hope you understood. So let us say if user enters Bhopal in edit text box, that Bhopal will come to item. So when you are printing item, it won't really print item. In place of item, it will print Bhopal is at space position plus 1. So what is the position of Bhopal? 2. 2 plus 1, 3. So for user, it is 1, 2, 3. I hope you understood. I hope you understood searching functionality. Now let us see the editing functionality. For editing functionality, before writing editing functionality logic, first we should write list view click listener also. Because if user want to edit Noida, first user will click on this item so that that item will come to edit text box. Before editing any city, first user will click on list view so that that element will be displayed in the edit text box. Later user can edit that city. Before writing this logic, first we should write list view on item click listener. Based on the position, we should get the element and we should display that element in edit text box. Before writing this editing functionality, let me write list view set on item click listener. Our list view on item click listener will look like this. In place of I, let me take variable name as S position, that is source position, and in place of L, I will take D position, destination position. Now based on the source position, we will go to source, that is array list, and we will get that element and we will display that element in the edit text box. String item equal to array list dot get of source position, and we will display this element in the edit text box. Our code will look like this. We also know that when user clicks on the list view, that element should be displayed on the edit text box so that later user can edit that item. But we also know that when user clicks on edit button, we should replace the latest value in the same position from where we are reading the element. So apart from item, you should also keep track of position. From which position we are reading, we have to take this value into one more variable. I will explain the reason later. So what I will do, apart from these variables, I will declare one more variable called as int position, and here I will assign that position with yes position. With this, list view on item click listener is over. We have displayed that element on the edit text box, and we have also taken a backup of that position into our position. Now we will go to editing functionality. When user clicks on button 2, that is edit button, that means by then user has entered the modified city name here. So we should read this modified city name one more time, and we have to replace in the position whatever we have taken backup in the previous step. Again, we are not supposed to modify directly in the list view. We should modify in the array list, and we have to tell to adapter. Our code will look like this. With this, we will read latest city name from edit text box and update in the array list. Array list dot, for updating, for replacing, we will use set method. At which location we have taken backup, that is position pos, comma item. Since we need position to update any element, that's why we have taken the backup of that position into pos. Same pos I am using here. Latest element replace in the same position. But we know that whenever you do changes for array list, you should tell to adapter so that the latest modification will be pushed to destination. That is in the list view, update in the source, that is array list, and we will tell to adapter, and we will notify to adapter array adapter dot notify dataset changed. And after that, we will clean edit text box, and we will also display a toast message to user saying your item is modified or updated. So with this, button 2 is also over, button 1 is over, button 3 is also over. Only deletion functionality is pending. When user long clicks on the list view item based on the position, that is I, we should remove element from array list, and you should tell to adapter, and after that we should return true. First let me return true. Array list dot remove the position I. This removes element at position I, and after that we know that we have to notify to adapter so that the deletion of array list elements will be reflected in the list view. With this, our code is over. Let us run this code and see the output. Now it has launched the application. Let us verify whether it is working or not. Here I have entered 3 cities. So add button is working. Let us see search button. I want to search for Goa. Goa is at 2. 1, 2. Now I want to edit Noida. I will click Noida. It will come here, and I will modify that to greater Noida, greater space Noida, and I will click edit. So it is updated, and let us check long click. It is getting deleted. So everything is working properly. So everything is working as expected. I hope you understood this assignment.